Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing another perfume haul with you. This haul is going to consist of mostly Middle Eastern scents and one fragrance that I think, if it's not discontinued, will be discontinued soon, so I went ahead and picked it up as well. So if you are interested in seeing what I picked up, then please stay tuned. Hey friend, welcome back. Today I have some goodies to share with you, so I'm glad you made it back to the channel. But before we jump in, to those of you who are new here, on this channel I make videos on lifestyle, luxury. I do review videos to include fragrance reviews and just my fragrance journey. I also sprinkle in a little bit of my personal life, my motherhood journey in my monthly vlogs. So if any of those things sound good to you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you join the family, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So first I'm gonna start out with some fragrances that were sent to me by Nishat. I wanted to take a moment to thank Nishat for sending these fragrances over. I will be sure to link everything down in the description box for you. So here is the package. I got to pick out two fragrances. One of the fragrances is one that I have wanted for a while. I could have purchased it a while back and I decided against it maybe like a year ago, and then I stopped seeing it at Sephora, and so I figured maybe this is going to be discontinued. I don't know, but anyways, here's the package they sent me. It has this little pack of stickers, I'm guessing. So here's the first fragrance. And the fragrance I picked up was Dolce & Gabbana's Dolce Garden. Dolce Garden used to be in my Sephora stores, but I stopped seeing it. And I'm not sure if they're about to discontinue this fragrance, but that really made me think twice about whether I really wanted this in my collection. And I really do feel like I needed to have this scent because it's a beautiful scent. I was just being a little wishy-washy, and that really made me decide. So last I remember, I smelled this scent over a year ago, I think. Last I remember, this was very, very sweet. And I think the reason why I didn't pick it up initially is because it had like a sort of a synthetic quality to it. But it wasn't something that was terrible, but it wasn't the most realistic smelling fragrance. So anyway, let's open this up. So this fragrance is supposed to have floral, coconut, creamy, sweet accords. And just like I remembered, the bottle is absolutely adorable. This is such a dainty, ladylike, very feminine bottle. I love it. This is supposed to be lactonic, a little sweet, a little nutty, a little fruity, creamy, coconut. So just all of the accords that I absolutely love are in here. So let's see if it smells like what I remember. Beautiful atomizer. And oh yes, it does. Actually, you know what? I think I created a scent memory with this because sniffing this right now reminds me of the beginning of my fragrance journey. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that is so cool. Smelling this brings back the memories of when I first started really adding to my collection, just starting out buying lots of different things. I didn't know what I liked at the beginning. I was just sort of trying different things. And smelling this brings that memory to mind. I didn't even realize I had created a scent memory, but it's just so cool how fragrances can do that. I love that. So yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. Sweet and citrusy, tropical. That's what I'm getting. Yep. I'm so glad I went ahead and picked this up because I didn't want to chance it being discontinued and me wondering, should I have added this to my collection? At least for right now, this is going to be welcome. It's a beautiful transition fragrance from winter to spring, so I'll definitely be using it like that. It might be a little too cloying for the summertime because it's lactonic, it's very thick and creamy, but for winter going into spring, even springtime, I think this is going to be absolutely beautiful. So yeah, happy to have Dolce Garden by Dolce & Gabbana in my collection finally. So the next fragrance is one that I'm so excited about. It is super new. This was a blind buy, never smelled it before, but when I read the notes, it sounded amazing. And it is by a brand that is so popular right now. Lots of people love the other fragrances from this brand, and that is Kajal. The fragrance I picked up was Jewelry, and this is an eau de parfum. So for this fragrance, the reason why I picked this one up is because it's supposed to have a honey note. And I've been kind of not really on the hunt for, but interested in fragrances with a honey note. And when I saw this, I looked it up on YouTube, and another fragrance reviewer, I think she has a really big TikTok, she's also here on YouTube, she reviewed this and she says she's not like a big rose person, but she really enjoyed this fragrance, and I feel like her tastes are similar to mine in that I'm not really big on like a deep dark rose, but I don't mind a rose. I don't mind a light rose note or pink roses. I don't mind pink roses either. So I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and blind buy this. And so it's here, so let's see how this smells. I will put the notes on the screen, by the way. The other fragrance that people love from this house is the one with the pineapple note in it, and I may be interested in getting that one in the summertime, but for right now, these are the vibes. This is the mood I've been in. Sweet, warm, rich, decadent scents, and this sounded like all of that. Very nice atomizer. Oh wow. I get the honey note right away in this. This is a very realistic honey. Ooh, this is good. The honey is a little animalic. I'm picking up on the floral note right now. So the first thing I got was honey, and now I'm starting to get the rose, and this smells really good. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I expected it to be. Very realistic honey, really sweet, warm, a nice rose in the background, not too intense or potent of a rose. And this reminds me of something, but I'm not sure what right now. But in any case, I'm happy. I'm very happy with this. I'm really excited to get to know this fragrance. But right now, I really, really like this. So I'll definitely be back with more thoughts on this fragrance once we've played around with it a little bit. So far, this was a blind buy success. So I'll be back with more thoughts on this one. As a side note, on the site, it says that Kajal's journey began in Paris and today thrives globally with different hubs in Toronto, Dubai, the UK, Italy, and the Philippines. The term Kajal is rooted in the Indian tradition Kajal, which signifies the mystique of kohl-lined eyes, but its core significance delves deeper, mirroring the Arabic term Kajal, which captures the virtues of humility, modesty, and the gracious act of viewing others with dignity and esteem. And there are tons of perfumers that work with this brand, Rosendo Matteau. The perfumer for this one, her name is Alex Moral. And there are several other perfumers. This was Jewelry by Kajal. So this next one is Lattafa's Nishat. And I have heard so many great things about this fragrance. I've heard that it smells a lot like Nishat's Ani, not 100% similar, but very, very close. And so I was curious about this one. So let's go ahead and open this up. I've already smelled this one, but I wanted to put it back in the box for y'all. Look at how beautiful this bottle is, y'all. This is gorgeous, and it's so heavy. This feels like a luxury fragrance. This bottle is so heavy, so luxe looking, and I just cannot get over how inexpensive this was for 3.4 fluid ounces in this luxury bottle. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is why I think I've been sucked into the Middle Eastern fragrance abyss, because look at what you get for the price, y'all. Amazing. As I mentioned, Nishat is supposed to smell like Nishat's Ani. I will put the notes for both fragrances on the screen so that you can compare, and I'll also tell you what this smells like to my nose. So to me, this smells a little bit masculine when I first spray it out, but it dries down to a very unisex fragrance. At first blush, I'm getting some sort of brightness. After that, it smells resinous and ambery to my nose. And then on the dry down of this, what I realized is it got really fluffy, light, a little sweet, and it was so soft and pleasant. When you first spray it out, to my nose, this smells like something a man would use, like an aftershave or something like that. It gets really fluffy, almost like the essence of a marshmallow note, although there's no marshmallow note in here. It gets really fluffy and then it gets slightly sweet. It's not like a sweet fragrance. It just gets vanillic and slightly sweet on the dry down, very light, fluffy. It turns into just like a cloud of vanilla sweetness. So I really, really like this so far. It's a like for me, not a love, but I really, really like this. Not a blind buy fail. This is quite an enjoyable fragrance. I'm not sure if it's going to stay in my collection, but right now we're just getting to know one another. So yeah, this one was not bad at all. What I will say is that this starts off more masculine, but still wearable for a woman. And then it turns really soft and unisex and just perfect. I really, really like how this dries down. So that was Nishat by Lattafa. So the last fragrance in this haul is Offin Edict's Amber Thyme. And I want to give a very special shout out to Kiki over at My Fragrance Trail here on YouTube for making this fragrance recommendation. She has all the tea on Middle Eastern scents, so I will link her channel down below so you can check out all of her amazing videos. This recommendation came from her and I am obsessed. I am obsessed with this fragrance. It is so good. When I tell you these Middle Eastern scents have been blowing my mind, they really have, because of the quality that you get, starting from the packaging, which I'll show you in a second, down to the fragrance, down to the amount of fragrance you get. Like, you can't beat it. And so this one was one that really blew me away upon opening the package. Like, everything from the packaging down to the actual fragrance was just amazing. So let's open this up. I did put this back in the box for y'all. I've already opened this and worn it. I wore it today. It's my fragrance of the day. I'm obsessed with this. So this is the packaging. This is what the packaging looks like. Absolutely gorgeous, just gorgeous packaging. It has faux leather detailing on the outside. And then it opens up to more faux leather detailing. The fragrance sits in this box with some faux velvet. Oh my goodness, this is such beautiful packaging, y'all. And then the fragrance itself is in a gorgeous bottle. So elegant, very beautifully done bottle. This bottle is also very substantial. You can feel the weight of it. It is so beautiful. The cap is not magnetic, but it's a beautiful cap. Ah, and the fragrance, y'all, is absolutely beautiful. It's a DNA you're all familiar with. This has the Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA, except this is better. I'm just gonna put it out there. This is 10 times better, because if you don't like how airy, almost ozonic Baccarat 540 is, you will love this because, and I think Kiki said this in one of her videos, this is like a mix between Baccarat Rouge and Camera, the OG Camera, because it has very sweet and warm notes mixed with that saffron and the Baccarat Rouge DNA that we're all familiar with. So it's like a Baccarat Rouge 540 that is more grounded, more down to earth, sweet, much sweeter, has much more of a presence. You will not go nose blind to a fragrance like this, I don't think. It's a lot thicker, sweeter, but with that Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA in the background, absolutely beautiful fragrance. I think it performs moderately. This had really, really good projection for the first couple of hours. So people will smell you for the first couple of hours at more than arm's length, maybe 4 to 6 feet of distance. And then around the 4-hour mark, it starts to form a nice little scent bubble around you. And this is just breathtaking. After Kamra Kawa by Lattafa, this is probably my favorite fragrance of all of my Middle Eastern purchases so far. This is amazing. Amazing. This is so good. This is absolutely amazing. It came ready, so it didn't need to macerate. It smelled amazing straight away. It's the Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA that we all know and love, except it's creamy, it's sweet, it's warm, it's more grounded and down to earth, less airy and ozonic. It's perfect. This is a year-round fragrance, but really nice for when you're all dressed up, and also this time of year when it's really cold outside. I think it holds up really well in the cold. I'm definitely going to be wearing this in the spring though, because I feel like it's going to project more and for longer in the spring when it starts warming up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just really excited about this. This is such a beautiful fragrance. It smells expensive. It looks expensive. The packaging was absolutely luxurious, and this is just such a great purchase. This was a blind buy success through and through, and I'm so impressed with this particular fragrance from this brand. This is Offin Edicts Amber Time. Okay, y'all, I am back with this fragrance because I figured out what this smells like. The reason why this is so familiar to my nose is because I just smelled a fragrance like it. I did a video where I talked about BTSO's Mad Honey, and this is what I wanted Mad Honey to be. This smells very, very similar to Mad Honey from BTSO without that Orchinox note that smelled like ammonia. That's what the Orchinox smelled like to me in both of the fragrances it was in, and it just ruined the fragrance for me. But this is what I wanted that to be. This has none of that, and it's getting sweeter. This has a super realistic honey. It's like a honey soaked rose, so the rose is more in the background. This has a really, really prominent honey note, and this is exactly what I wanted BTSO's Mad Honey to be. I am happy. I'm really happy. This smells really, really good. So yeah, I have another fragrance on today, which is why I'm not spraying this all over, but this was a blind buy success as well. And I'm so happy that I figured it out. This smells like BTSO's Mad Honey minus that Orchinox note. I do have one more fragrance. It's still not here. It's supposed to arrive today, and I will definitely pop that clip in to share with you my thoughts on that fragrance. Hey y'all, so the final fragrance did finally arrive, and this is it. This is Razazi's Kasamat Ebhar. This bottle is so simple, very simplistic bottle, but something about this is just so classy. It is such a classy bottle, and I think the simplicity is why this is so classy looking. This is actually my scent of the night. I've worn this for the past couple of nights, and this is a very light vanillic fragrance. It has a very thick and sweet and almost creamy base with that praline note, but it has a beautiful bright opening. It's a little fruity, but it's more so vanilla than anything else to my nose. It wears very closely, so you could wear this on an everyday basis, to bed, to work. It's non-offensive. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it's really more so just for the wearer. This is probably one of the lightest Middle Eastern fragrances that I own. They're usually power performers. This one lasts moderately and performs very lightly, so just keep that in mind, but it is a gorgeous scent. And one other thing, the atomizer on this thing is absolutely perfection. This is the best atomizer in my collection. I'm going to spray my arm and see if that helps you to see the mist on this. Yeah, so good. And I think that's going to be it for my Middle Eastern fragrance haul. This will be part 2. I'm just going to enjoy my fragrances, keep the ones that speak to me the most, and probably end up selling the other ones on my Mercari, which I will link down below if you're interested. Any of the ones that I don't end up keeping in my collection will be up for sale on my Mercari, and I'm probably going to try to come to that decision within the next week, so definitely stay tuned. I obviously do not need all of these fragrances, so I'm going to be playing with them, figure out which ones I love, and I'm putting the rest on my Mercari. Or if you're still here, thank you for being here. Let me know that you're here by leaving me a comment or an emoji in the comment section, and also let me know if you have any of these fragrances in this video. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and also if you like this kind of content, I make fragrance videos on my channel quite often as I sort of document my fragrance journey, so definitely hit that subscribe button to join the family and turn on your notifications so you never miss another video. I just want to remind you to keep letting your beautiful light shine, keep being your unique self, because that is what the world needs. I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.